talk about this a lot, but I'm a big fan of laser tag. Not only because I've had a lot of it as like a kid with whatever laser tag sets, but I distinctly remember the commercial for this thing that just turned on because that's what it does. How the heck do you still have batteries? Great. Anyway, yeah, I like laser tag. It's really fun. I've always had it as a kid, and it seems like as Nerf took off a lot more, laser tag kind of seemed to kind of peter out after like 2004 or so. I know there's a big, and I'm completely ignorant on it, but there's a big scene for modifying laser tag blasters and having laser tag battles, and I've never done that. I almost wonder if I shouldn't try to make some kind of laser tag setup, because I really happen to like laser tag. I'm not even sure what's good. In fact, I have a feeling right here that this thing, the Master Blaster, which I can't seem to get working, but I do actually have a rocket for, is kind of a legend. I know this is a very good blaster, and I happen to have one that is, well, I won't lie, I don't think it's going to work at all, but I have a lot of little things. Like, it started with buying this set, because I saw this at a thrift store, and I distinctly remember the little heads-up display goggles, which literally do nothing. These are so pointless, but the idea of this thing is cool, and the actual mechanics built into these things are stuff like, you could create lobbies and set rules for individual ammo types and stuff like that, and then join them with other blasters, and the weirdest part is, these are all completely different. Well, these two are from the same set, I guess you would say, but, like, here we've got the Phoenix LTX from Nerf. Yes, Nerf. Nerf bought laser tag from, I believe it was Tiger Electronics back in the day. No, even this one says Hasbro on it. Yeah, it's a Hasbro Tiger Electronics, so apparently they're the same thing. I had no clue, but this is the Nerf brand one. This is something that, like, I've seen in my dreams, and I finally got my hands on one, but I don't have the nice pump action thing that goes on it, or the cool glowy sight that goes on there. There's a lot of cool stuff that these laser tag things will do, and here's, like, the recent one, which, looks like Tracer's pistols from Overwatch. Like, for real, I'm amazed. I'm pretty sure people have done it, but if you want, like, a Tracer pistol, this is pretty much it. But the weirdest part is, all of these things work together. I guess it makes sense, right? Because they all shoot lasers, but that really blows my mind. In fact, I haven't checked to see if the recoil stuff will technically work with this, but since that's all app-enabled and all that kind of crazy stuff, which is cool, but at the same time, we found a huge problem with, like, phones like mine, which are ancient, that die pretty much after 15 minutes of playing. That could put a damper on things, to be perfectly honest. So, what would be the alternative here? What if you want a modern laser tag set, but you don't want to have your phone connected? Well, I do have the answer, so I throw this off to the side, but no, turn off. That's right, game over. We'll talk to you later. Let me know if you want to see, like, an actual video on laser tag stuff down in the comment section, because I'd love to do a video on it, but that is not what's today. Today is Laser X, real-life laser gaming experience. I was set this a really long time ago. They asked me what my thoughts were and do a video on it, and I haven't even unboxed it. A wide variety of reasons, but hey, I'm getting around to it today, so that has to... I'm sorry. I'm actually really sorry, but I'm gonna try to enjoy this, because I've seen these in stores all over the place, and I've never even touched them at all. I actually have no idea. I've never seen a review or anything on it. This is what excites me the most, but we'll look at this first, because this is like the basic 2-player starter pack kind of thing. Everything you need for 2 Laser X players includes 2 Laser X blasters with 2 receiver vests. God, I can't wait for that to not fit me at all. Requires 6 AA Valorant, AAA, AAA, AAA! Oh my god. Does not use laser, infrared beam is not visible. Well, now you're just straight up lying to us. Full color lighting effects. Huh, well, AAA? Why? That's like the worst battery. I'm so thankful to McDoyle for sending me so many freaking batteries now. You're a legend. Gaming life indicator, that's pretty interesting. And, power blast indicator, so how many blasts are left, team or individual play, up to 200 range, color lighting effects, and, I don't see anything else in this box, so let's dig right into it and see what's actually in here. Come on, open up, there we go. And, oh, but a headphone jack. So this thing's gonna talk to me, huh? These look really weird. They look like something from like a J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie, to be perfectly honest, but, see what we got here. We got white things that are kind of opaque on one side, and a variety of things. So I'm guessing it's going to talk to you. This is not going to fit me. I don't even want to appear on camera with something like this. And it's connected to the blaster itself, which, well, it's reasonably comfortable. It's not bad. It's really, really thin. But it's not bad. And again, this opaque plastic, it looks kind of cool. It's got a nice clicky trigger too, but doesn't seem to have anything. Is that the only button right there? Is there any way to like reload, or there's a speaker on the back of it, a muzzle with some kind of receiver in it. The wire looks like it's already destroyed. Oh god, please don't be broken. I haven't even taken you out of the box before. Well, I guess I could look at the instructions really quick, and so I load your blaster, press and hold the trigger. While you're still, shake your blaster up and then back down. Oh, so you reload it like Time Crisis. Okay, I'm all over that. As a House of the Dead, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Well, here's the problem. I don't have any friends. That won't surprise you, but yeah, I've got two blasters here, and I don't think the wife is going to humor me with my laser tag thingy. So we're just gonna have to fire these things up and do something completely depressing with them. First, we have to put some batteries in them. That's kind of the most important thing. Hopefully I have a good amount of... No, those are double A's! It doesn't want double A's! It wants the triple A's, and it wants 6 of them, because it's a glutton! Alright, these things are now properly powered on. Alright, well, that was pretty frickin' cool. Do they do like a team indicator on them? Let's try this one. Let's do that too. What do the things mean? I don't know what the things mean. It's beeping at me. Oh, that thing's glowing blue. Oh, that one's glowing red. Oh. Oh, it says select your team. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so the blaster itself. Uh-oh. Okay! Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm pretty sure I was shooting my own vest with that.
Get out of here!
Why are you talking to me?
You're hit. You only have 2 hits left. Go! You only have 2 hits left.
Well, this is interesting. Kill me!
This is your last hit.
It does have like a health bar thing.
This is your last hit. You're out.
I can see why you might want to use, like, headphones with this. I should actually see if anything different happens when you plug headphones into it, but so far I'm, not bad. Now, again, it has the same problem that all laser tag blasters have, so it's like, you shoot this thing, like, I was pointing this one over here, and it was hitting this one over here, but I kind of expect that from laser tag things at this point. So, I will have to check to see how range dependent these things actually are. It's actually a little smoky out, so that might be Shut up! Might be a little difficult to get some... Can I get back in, or is it just... Oh, you're just straight up dead. There's no respawning for you. You are gone. You've lost. And there's no, like custom game modes or anything like that. It seems like there's only really the one thing. Gameplay, load your blasters, putting on the receiver vest, using headphones. You plug in headphones to the headphone jack when headphones are used, all game sounds except the warning beep are heard through the headphones. And you will also hear the Laser X music soundtrack. Well, that's going to be interesting. And you can adjust the headphone volume with the receiver on the vest. Scoring hits, okay, yeah, it is supposed to be like a big area, so it's just, there's no headshots or anything like that. You don't really have to aim, you just point it at someone. I'm more interested in this thing, and you'll probably understand why. Play solo or head-to-head, challenge your speed and accuracy, use it as a remote-controlled blaster, play the ultimate high-tech game of Capture the Flag. It's a gaming tower for laser tag, or laser X, and that is actually really cool. I've been really interested in this, and it's been... finally it's time for it to show me its secrets. How many batteries do you take? I bet you take AA's too, don't you? It doesn't even say? Oh, it doesn't even have the... Oh, it does, it takes AA's! Of course, it takes a different kind of battery! There's the thing! Very good build quality on these. It's like, it's really nice. Oh, this is just weird. Oh, this is really weird. This sucker is, like... I feel like it's gonna tell me to stop resisting. This is, that is really interesting. Let's see what this thing does. So you can open it up, and it's, installing batteries. Select a game! Laser X... Only red or blue. It will only do red or blue. Okay, so it does, blast the purple light before it goes out. Blast the purple light before it goes out before your opponent blasts it. Blast the red light. Do not blast, not the green light. Okay, that's the game I figured this thing would do. That's kind of cool. Blast the red light, not the green light, before your opponent. Blast the purple light before the light goes out or the tower blasts you. Oh, this thing will do, like, this thing will shoot at you if you don't shoot it in time. That's kind of funny. Blast the red light as many times as you can while it is lit. Blast the red light as many times while it is lit. Special modes. During a regular Laser X game, if the tower is placed by a red or blue blaster, it will repeat the signal up to 100 feet. If during a regular Laser X game, if the tower is blasted by a red or blue blaster, it will repeat the signal. So you can shoot the tower, and it will shoot out of the tower. That is actually really freaking cool. During a regular Laser X game, score points for your team by blasting the tower when the lights are purple. Okay, well that's pretty nifty. It's still kind of held back by the fact it is just a little laser tag thing. It's not like the, again, hate to beat a dead horse here, the recoil stuff with all of its included app functionality, but yeah, you don't have to worry about your frickin' phone batteries dying, so... Here's another thing to sacrifice batteries to in the name of the... Oh, my screwdriver's too small. Damn it! I bet you didn't account for me having a bigger screwdriver. Oh, it's all kind of lit up in thingies. That's actually, well, I'm guessing it does purple because it just shines the red and blue LED. Oh, the LED, there's only one LED, but it only does red, blue, and purple because that's a combination of red and blue. Okay. So I'm going to take the one thing, and I'm going to select the red team. There we go. Maybe I was just missing something. Oh, wait, did that thing just do a thing? No, it just shut off. I gotta select a team, huh? Wait, it doesn't have a thing for me to select a team. Oh, okay. It's kind of hard for you to see. Now this is out of ammo. Hold down the trigger. Reload. Okay, how does it shoot me? How do I get it to shoot me? Okay. Okay, now it shows the...
Get moving!
It's, it just shoot me? Is it shooting and I just don't know? There you go. Well, it's not shooting at me. Oh, I'm selecting the game with this! So I want the one where it shoots me before the tower. Okay, 5. Hold on. Gotta reload. Now press the button. So game 5. So...
Got one hit back.
Let's make this a little more fair on it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You're hit.
Ow.
Get out of here.
Alright. Hello? There we go. Can I miss it? No, it doesn't really seem like I can miss it. Well, that's interesting.
You're hit.
I'm hit. Like, how good is this thing?
Get out of here. You only have 2 hits left.
I did things all the way over there, game.
This is your last hit.
I'm gonna put this under the...
Game over for you.
Well, that's kind of cool and also really weird. So, it does things, and it's still kind of limited by the 2 colors and what this one thing can do with, like, its little scoreboard thing, but I bet you could have some fun with this, especially, like, trying to see how many shots you can get and dealing with the reload and stuff. I'm gonna see how well this thing will deal with shots at range. You can extend the legs. Oh! Ha-ha! Yes! Alright. Even better. I mean, like, look. I hope that just shut it off. Trying to get the stuff figured out the first time is a little difficult. So, let's grab this one and go see what it can do. Alright, pardon the shaking cam. I was getting ready to go outside and shoot stuff with this, but I really wanted to see how the little soundtrack thing worked. So I'm going to take that, plug that in, and oh. It's like really hard to hear. I mean, in my opinion, it's not half bad, but that's like impossibly hard to hear outside of the headphone, like, unless you have the headphones in your ear. Tried using the little Kenny speaker, but I guess it has finally died, unfortunately, which is too bad because I really liked this thing. I wonder if I can find another one of these Beats Buddies speakers, because I really, really liked this one. But, yeah, okay, let's go shoot it. Alright, here's what we've got going on. We've got the tower right over there. It's roughly like 30 feet away, if that, probably more like 25. That thing's about easily double/triple the distance away in that tree. So, I'm going to see if these things can actually detect what's going on. So I think the tower just shut off, didn't it? Well, it did. How's that thing? Hold on. It's not detecting it. It's sunshine, but it's not, like, that bright. Okay, well, it's a little bit of a problem. Again, it is bright out, but, like, hopefully it can go farther back than that. Let's see here. Okay, I got hit. Let's try again. Okay, got hit that time. Go farther back this way. And shoot it. Okay. So it does actually have to be facing you at some point. I can't just, like, miss, but I hit it that time. Okay. It's just about dead. I'm gonna go even farther back. Reload this thing. It's an interesting mechanic. I kind of like that. Yep. I don't even think you can see it. So I'm going to go as far back as I can now and see if I can't shoot that thing. I can barely see it. So I'm going to shoot to the side of it. Nothing. That hit it. And I'm pretty off target right now.
Get moving. Go, go, go.
Oh, you shut the heck up. So, yeah, you don't really need to be all that accurate with these things, but I guess that kind of goes the same with all of the laser tag stuff, but I don't know. That's definitely like a really good range. Switch this to a team color. Doing the whole blue thing now. We're gonna set about 40 feet. I'm gonna get what I think is about 40 feet away. And it looks like it was recording all of those. So, go a little bit farther back. Let's see if it caught those. And indeed, it did. That's pretty impressive. So that thing also does work. I mean, it's dusk, but that's not too shabby for range and stuff. Wish it was a little more accurate, but infrared technology. What can you do? All right, time for a conclusion. So, testing the range on these things, I was rather impressed. They worked pretty darn well. In fact, really well, for my opinions. There are things I really like about this system. For one, I thought it would be annoying. In fact, it was annoying at first. The only button is the trigger. So to reload, you have to like hold down the trigger, and then after holding it down for a few seconds, you basically dip it, and then you reload like that. I thought I would hate that, but when I sat and thought about it, that's really good, because if there's just a button on the bottom, who the frick cares? You're just going to sit here and tap the button, and, you know, that's going to be, you're never going to have to worry about reloading or anything anyway. It's not as good as having just limited ammo, but that is a rather unique way of doing it. I kind of like that mechanic, so that works well. And I also like how these things light up to tell you how much ammo you have left, and the fact these things glow rather brightly with what color you are selected to be. The vest doesn't do it, but the blaster, in fact, does. And it doesn't look like there's any receiver on the blaster. It's almost entirely this chest rig, so I guess that explains why the range, like the hitbox for these things, is so freakishly huge, because it is massive. It is really easy to hit these things. This takes a little bit more effort, but not a whole lot more. This thing in itself is really cool. I like the little games it has in here, and you can have some pretty decent fun with it, especially if a friend, like the red light, green light thing is actually fun, because it just counts how many shots you can get before times, and since there actually is a minute amount of skill to the reload, that can be a lot of fun. And in fact, this can be used in a normal game, too. That's rather interesting, but this will, of course, I don't know if this thing will ever be outdated if they add any other teams or anything to it, but this is pretty good, and they all feel really solid and nice in the hand. Again, it's a little small and alienating even for me, but it's not bad. It's not my favorite. Like, these aren't, like, amazing designs or anything like that, but the real kicker is there are a lot of different blasters out for this now, including, like, tiny pistols that you can buy, and then, like, rifles and all sorts of things. I actually don't know what their entire catalog encompasses, but doing a quick search just to see how much these things cost, like, this setup right here is like 33 bucks or something like that online. Like, that's rather good, in my opinion. That's really cheap for, like, a get-up-and-go laser tag set, and this design works pretty well. I don't really like the strap-on freaking targets. I really don't, because I'm a big guy, and I already look ridiculous, and you can't look any better with something like this strapped to your body, but in all honesty, it's not half bad, and this will basically ensure that you can't cheat. So you can't do things like hide your blaster behind cover or anything like that, or basically just stand behind a car, which is something that actually comes up and you can't be shot and you can still shoot at people. It seems like this receiver is actually so insensitive that's not possible, at least in my testing. I was a little impressed by that, but again, that has the counter argument of being, it's a huge hitbox, so take that at what you will. It does kind of have to be facing. If it was slightly off-center, it wasn't registering shots whatsoever, which is really, really interesting. The headphone gimmick is different. I honestly don't know what to think about that. It's not bad music or anything, it's just kind of weird that that's even a feature. And, I mean, I don't know how many songs there are. I only heard like the standby sound. And the voice on this thing is kind of annoying, especially the fact that it goes like some military dude like, go, go, go. Like, that's a little grating to me, but I'm sure kids will love something like that. That didn't appeal to me whatsoever. I guess the real question I have left is, while these things obviously wouldn't perform all that well against playing with other things, I want to see if any of this stuff actually responds to my original laser tag stuff that I have here. Because it all is just infrared beams. I wonder if this can be used with each other. So, I'm going to test it. Ah! Possibly not. Yeah, see, you know what I'm talking about. You can just... like, who cares? You know what I mean? Let's see if the blaster is the same way. I was honestly wondering about that. No! Ah, that is actually interesting. I thought that this might be compatible, and it's not, so it is actually a different frequency of some kind. But yeah, it seems like it's just geared up to be as inexpensive as possible, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it does lack a lot of those features that I would like to have. But if just getting a bunch of blasters and shooting at your friends, or having these kind of things, and this is just a cool little gimmick right here, the fact that you can bounce shots off of it for the most part, and use it as a flag, and use it to play little game modes against yourself, which arguably none of them have anything to do with aiming. It's mostly about timing. But still, I mean, there's some fun to be had. This thing right here, I found for like 33 bucks on it at Walmart. And, you know, it may go cheaper than that. That's not a bad price for stuff like this when you consider buying some of the other stuff can be a lot more expensive and require things like your phone. And, you know, my phone battery's at 21% already, and I've barely used it. So you know how well that's going to work. And I'd rather be using my phone to catch Pokemon at a war and not necessarily using its battery life to play laser tag. So yeah, that can be an issue, and this kind of thing solves that. I don't know how long the batteries will last, but I can't imagine it would take all that much effort what's so long. So I don't know, it's one of those middling things. Like, I don't have a bad opinion about it, but it's definitely held back by what it offers. But let me know what you think about the Laser X stuff down in the comment section below. I'm kind of curious about it because this is cool, but I wonder if anybody has like any of the bigger blasters or has ever used this in a war or anything like that, because it seems like it could be some amount of fun, but I mean, there's only so much I can do by myself. So I'm Walk-On Hands. Thank you very much for watching this video, and of course, I'll see you in an entirely different one.
You gotta